get to learn about critical angle. Up till now, we have discussed about the phenomenon of refraction of light. And as I told you, whenever a light ray, it strikes the surface of separation. This is our surface of separation. So whenever a light ray, it strikes the surface of separation, then there is partial reflection and there is partial refraction, and a part of light ray, it is absorbed also, but here we neglect that part. So partially reflection takes place and partially refraction takes place, but this was followed in any condition whenever the light ray is traveling from denser to rarer medium or from rarer to denser medium. But keep it in mind that whenever we are talking about critical angle or about total internal reflection, we'll get to know about it also in the next video. So if we are talking about critical angle, then the condition here will be that the light ray is traveling from denser to rarer medium only, not from rarer to denser. Keep it in mind. So if the light ray, it travels from optically denser to optically rarer medium. Suppose here the denser medium is glass and the rarer medium is air. So the light ray is traveling from glass to air, that is from optically denser to optically rarer medium. So in this case, as you know, partial reflection will take place and partial refraction will take place. So obviously it moves from denser to rarer medium. So what will be the condition here? The refracted ray, it will move away from the normal. So it moves away from the normal, making some angle of refraction here. Suppose it is our angle of refraction. This is our angle of incidence. And this is our angle of reflection. To make it more clear, I'll write the whole part, the whole term, that is angle of refraction. And this is our angle of reflection, so that there is no confusion. Okay. So here both the phenomena are taking place, reflection also and refraction also. Now we'll come to our topic, that is about the critical angle. Now let me tell you, the critical angle, it is also the angle of incidence only, but it is a special case. It is a special condition when we call the angle of incidence in the denser medium to be the critical angle. I'll tell you when. Here, as you can see here, the refracted ray, it moves along this direction, or it can move along this direction or this direction. But if the refracted ray, it passes along this direction, that is along the surface of separation. In the first case, here in this case, the refracted ray, it was passing along this direction, not along the surface of separation. This is our surface of separation. But in this case, what can we see here? This is our angle of incidence. This is our incident ray. This is our normal at the point of incidence. What do you observe here? This is our refracted ray. I'll mention it here. This is our refracted ray. And this refracted ray, it passes along, it travels along the surface of separation. This is our surface of separation. So this is our refracted ray that passes along the surface of separation. And what about the angle of refraction? If this is our refracted ray, and obviously this is the normal, so the refracted ray, it makes an angle of 90 degree with the normal. So the angle of refraction here, it will be equals to 90 degree. Then this angle of incidence in the denser medium only is known as the critical angle. I'll write it over here. This angle of incidence, that is in the denser medium. This is our denser medium and this is our rarer medium. It can be anything. It is glass. Here we have taken the example of glass, or water. It can be anything, or diamond. So in this part, this angle of incidence, it is only known as the critical angle, and we denote it with IC, or somewhere it can also be represented as C, capital C. So this is our critical angle. I'll mention it here. This is critical angle. It must be very clear to you. Now I'll define it. What is a critical angle. You can do it of your own also. Critical angle, the angle of incidence in which medium it is? The angle of incidence is in the denser medium. In the denser medium corresponding to which or for which corresponding to which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. So this angle of incidence, it will be known as the critical angle. What is critical angle? It is the angle of incidence in the denser medium, in this denser medium, corresponding to which, for which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. As you can see here, with the help of this schematic diagram, it's very clear to you that this angle of incidence is only the critical angle. When do we call the angle of incidence to be the critical angle? When the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. That is, the refracted ray passes along the surface of separation. So it's very simple. You got to know about critical angle. Now we'll discuss some cases with the help of which it will be very clear to you that when will total internal reflection will take place. Now I'll drop this part. So basically this was the case 1 where both the phenomena are taking place. Here reflection is also taking place and refraction is also taking place. This was case 1. This is our case 2. When both the phenomena are also taking place here, that is, the refraction is also taking place and some part of light ray, it will be reflected back in the same medium, that is in the denser medium only. So here also both the phenomena are taking place, refraction also and reflection also. I'll mention it here. This is our angle of reflection, angle of reflection. I'm not representing it with small r only, so that you don't get confused. So this is our angle of refraction, this is our angle of reflection. Now this was the case 2, in which also both the phenomena are taking place, reflection as well as refraction. Now the case 3, keep it in mind that the 3 cases, all of these cases, they are being discussed when the light ray is traveling from optically denser to rarer medium. Here also the light ray has to travel from optically denser to rarer medium. Now suppose this is our denser medium, that is, suppose this is glass, and this is the rarer medium, that is air. It can be anything, glass, water, diamond, anything. So here in this case, what was the condition? Now you know about angle of the critical angle, so I can state it here. In this condition, the angle of incidence, it is less than the critical angle. The angle of incidence here is less than the critical angle. This is our first case, in which the reflection and refraction both are taking place, but what is the special condition here? The refracted ray, it is not passing along the surface of separation. When the angle of incidence, it is less than the critical angle. And here, as you can see, the refracted ray, it passes along the surface of separation. When the angle of incidence, this angle of incidence, it is only equals to what? The critical angle. Now the third case will be when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. Then only reflection will take place. No light ray will be refracted either along the surface of separation or along this direction. The total intensity of light ray, it will be reflected back in the same medium. Some part of light ray it will be absorbed, but as I told you, we neglect that part. So here the angle of incidence, this is our angle of incidence obviously. This angle of incidence here, it is greater than the critical angle. Then the light ray, it will be totally reflected in the same medium, in the same denser medium, that is in glass. No light ray, it will be refracted. It won't pass to air. So this is known as our total internal reflection. We'll discuss about it briefly in the next video. So this is our angle of reflection. And when will this condition take place? When will total internal reflection take place? When the angle of incidence, it is greater than the critical angle. I'll give you a very simple example. The critical angle for glass, it is around 42 degree. Now, for glass it is 42 degree. Then I'll explain it to you. Suppose the light ray has to travel from glass to air. Then if this angle of incidence, suppose if this angle of incidence is 40 degree, then partially reflection will take place and partially refraction will take place. Now we come to the case 2. If the angle of incidence here, it is equals to the critical angle, that is 42 degree, then the light ray, it will be refracted along the surface of separation and partial reflection will take place. Now suppose if the angle of incidence here is 43 degree or 42.5 or 42.1, it should be just greater than 42 degree, just greater than the critical angle. So if the angle of incidence here is, suppose it is 42.1 degree, 42.1 degree, or I'll round it off, it is 43 degree. It can be anything, but it has to be greater than 42 degree. So if it is greater than the critical angle, then total internal reflection will take place. Now what is the relation between the critical angle for a given pair of media and the refractive index of the given medium? Such as I gave you the example for critical angle for glass. And in this case, the denser medium, that was glass, and the rarer medium was air. So we are talking about this pair of media, that is the air is rarer medium and the glass here was the denser medium. So for this pair of media, this angle of incidence, it was equals to the critical angle. So the critical angle, it can change if the pair of media changes. Suppose if the denser medium here is glass and the rarer medium, it would be replaced by water. If the rarer medium was not air, it was water. Or if we take the condition that the denser medium here is diamond and the rarer medium is glass or water, anything, then the critical angle will also change. So for this pair of media, for glass and air, for this pair of media, the critical angle for glass is 42 degree and it will change if you replace this medium, rarer medium, that is air, by water. The water is also rarer as compared to glass. So if you replace this air by water, then also the critical angle for glass will change. That will be not equals to 42 degree. So the critical angle for a given pair of media and refractive index, we'll discuss about the relation between them. So here, suppose we are taking the example of glass and air only. The denser medium here is glass and the rarer medium here is air. In general, the rarer medium, it will be taken as air only. Now, this is our incident ray. This is our angle of incidence, that is equals to critical angle. And you know what will be the condition here. If the angle of incidence in the denser medium it is equals to the critical angle, then the refracted ray it will pass along the surface of separation, and this will be our angle of refraction, that is 90 degree. It's very simple, you know about it. Now, if you want to find the refractive index of air, obviously the light ray has to travel from glass to air, that is from denser to rarer medium. So here the glass is the first medium and air is the second medium. If you want to find the refractive index of the second medium, that is of air with respect to the first medium, that is glass here. We are having just an example of glass. It can be anything, the denser medium can be anything. So by the help of Snell's law, the refractive index of second medium with respect to first, it will be equals to sine I by sine R. And here this sine I, what is it? This sine I, this, as you can see here, the angle of incidence, it is only the critical angle here. So this is sine I or sine IC, we can write either of the two terms. And sine R, as you can see here, this angle of refraction here is 90 degrees. So it will be sine 90. So mu air glass, it will be equals to sine IC by sine 90. You know about it. It will be 1. So this is our refractive index of air with respect to glass. That is equals to sine IC. But what will we do if we want to find the refractive index of glass with respect to air? Then, obeying the principle of reversibility, you got to learn about it in the last videos. So this is our, by applying the principle of reversibility, the refractive index of glass with respect to air, it will be equals to reciprocal of refractive index of air with respect to glass. All of these things, they are known to you, and here this is equals to sine IC. So the refractive index of glass, now I won't write it here that the medium here is air. You know about it. If I don't mention here that the first medium here is air, then it should be clear that here the first medium is air only. So the refractive index of glass, that is the absolute refractive index. If the first medium here is air, then we call it the absolute refractive index. So the absolute refractive index here will be equals to 1 by, it will be replaced by this value. Suppose this is our equation 1. So from equation 1, this refractive index of glass with respect to air, it will be equals to 1 by sine IC. That is the expression that we had to derive. And with the help of this expression only, it might be possible that you are given the refractive index of any medium. Suppose you are given the refractive index of diamond and you are being asked to find the critical angle for diamond, or you are provided with the information that the critical angle for diamond is given to you, and you have to find the refractive index of diamond or of water or of anything. So with the help of this expression only, we will get to know about the factors affecting critical angle for any given pair of media. Now we'll discuss about it. And as you can see here, this is inversely proportional to sine of angle of incidence, that is sine of critical angle, and that is why there is relation, there is inversely proportional relation between them. If the refractive index of any medium is greater, then the critical angle for it will be less. Such as, I'll give you a very simple example. The refractive index for glass, that is absolute refractive index of glass, is 1.5, and refractive index of diamond, absolute refractive index of diamond, it is around 2.41. Now as you can see here, if the refractive index of a medium is less, then the critical angle would be greater. If the refractive index of the medium is greater, then the critical angle would be less. So here, as you can see in the comparison, the refractive index for glass is less as compared to diamond, then its critical angle for glass, you know about it, it is 42 degree, and the refractive index of diamond as compared to glass, the refractive index of diamond, it is much greater. So if it is greater, if the refractive index is greater, then the critical angle would be less, and it is around 24 degree. Approximately it is 24 degree. So it must be very clear to you that if the, now I'll generalize it, we are talking about any medium. If the refractive index of any medium is greater, then its critical angle for that given pair of media will be less. Now we'll discuss about the factors affecting. I'll leave this expression here so that you can relate it. Factors affecting critical angle for a given pair of media. So here, if we know about this relation, then we need not to memorize any of the factors. It's very simple. I'll explain it to you. The very first factor is the refractive index of the medium. That is of the denser medium from which the light ray has to pass. So the refractive, I'll mention it here, refractive index of which medium? Of the denser medium. So if we know about the refractive index of the denser medium, we can state that the critical angle for that given pair of media is greater or less. So as you can see here, it's very clear. If the refractive index of the denser medium, it is greater, then the critical angle for that pair of media will be less. Greater is the refractive index of denser medium, less or smaller is the critical angle. Smaller is the critical angle for that given pair of media. Now, the second factor. If you know about this relation, then you can state the first factor, that is about refractive index of the medium, of the denser medium, and the second one or the third one, you can relate it of your own. Color or wavelength of light. Color or wavelength of light. As you know, for the same medium, the wavelength of violet color of light is the least. Suppose both the monochromatic light rays, violet and red, one by one, they are passing from denser to rarer medium, that is from glass to air or diamond to air. Then for the same medium, the wavelength of violet color of light is the least, and that is why the refractive index for violet color of light will be maximum in that given medium, that is in glass or in diamond. It's known to you already. So the refractive index for violet color of light of glass, here we are taking the example of glass or of diamond, anything. So the refractive index of glass for the violet color of light is maximum, and the refractive index for red color of light of the same medium, that is of glass or of diamond, is minimum, is least. As you can see here, if the refractive index is maximum, the critical angle will be minimum. So for the given pair of media, for the given medium, that is the denser medium, if it is glass or diamond, the violet color of light, it has maximum refractive index. So the critical angle for violet color of light, for the violet color of light of the given medium, it will be least. I'll mention it here. So the critical angle of the given pair of media for violet color of light is minimum. And here the case will be reversed. The refractive index for red color of light, it is maximum. So the critical angle for the given pair of media for red color of light, it will be maximum. So what do we conclude here? If the wavelength is less, then the critical angle will also be less, will be minimum. If the wavelength of red color of light, if we are talking about red color of light, the wavelength is greater, so the critical angle is greater, is maximum. Now, the third factor, we'll generalize it here, greater, or we can write it as directly proportional. The critical angle, it is directly proportional to wavelength, that is lambda. Less is the wavelength, it has less wavelength for violet color of light, and greater wavelength or more wavelength for red color of light. So if the wavelength is greater, the angle of the critical angle will be greater, will be maximum. If the wavelength is less, then the critical angle for that color of light will be less, will be minimum. The third factor, temperature. You know, if we increase the temperature of any medium, any optical medium, then the speed of light in that medium will increase, and that is why the refractive index will decrease. I'll write it here. If temperature is increased, the refractive index of medium, of the denser medium, will decrease. And you know why. All of these things, they are discussed in the earlier videos. So if the temperature is increased, the velocity of color of that color of light or of any color of light in that medium will increase, and so the refractive index of the medium will decrease. And as you can see here, if the refractive index of the medium decreases, the critical angle for that pair of media will increase. So we can relate it here. This critical angle, it is directly proportional to temperature. If the temperature is increased, the critical angle will also increase. If the temperature is decreased, the critical angle will also decrease. So this was all about the critical angle. In the next video, we'll discuss about total internal reflection.